Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we're going to talk about the ICP coin. As you can see, ICP has dropped about 8% in price today. While the overall crypto market is mostly positive, most coins are up by about 6% to 7%. ICP, however, is down 8% today. The reason is that yesterday when ICP went up, it actually rose by 15% while the rest of the coins were in the red, and ICP had a better performance compared to others from yesterday to today. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we've talked a lot about this support level that ICP had around $6. We were waiting to see if the price could hold in this area and make another move up, another leg up towards $15, but unfortunately, it couldn't hold this level and lost it. As you can see, after losing this area, we discussed that the next likely zone would be around $4.50. However, ICP's price didn't drop all the way to $4.50. It got close, and I was expecting it to fill this gap here and then move upward. It had a very nice reaction in the 1-hour time frame. If you look at the 1-hour chart, you can clearly see a double bottom formed here, and it managed to make a strong upward move, going up about 15% in price, and then tested the support level it had lost as resistance. When it tested this area, we can see that the price was rejected and has now dropped about 8%. We'll have to see what happens in the coming days. What's important for ICP is that personally, I think there's a chance we might see another leg down to test this area before moving up. But what Bitcoin is showing is that it's near a support level, and with the candle it has formed today, let me quickly show you the Bitcoin chart. This candle hasn't closed yet. There are 4 hours left for the daily candle to close. As you can see, after Bitcoin dropped, it filled this gap and has now stabilized here. If it can stay stable in this area until next week, that would be very strong for ICP, and it's likely that ICP won't return to $4.50. But if Bitcoin takes another leg down, ICP will definitely test $4.50. However, with the candle that Bitcoin has formed here, it shows that this might be the bottom and we could see a good reaction upward, possibly heading towards $100,000. On the ICP chart, if Bitcoin manages to hold the area it's currently in, with this beautiful candle it has just formed around $93,000, ICP will stay in this zone, and in the next move, there's a possibility it could go higher. What would make ICP bullish in the next move is if ICP comes back up and does a back test on this area that is now acting as resistance, testing it as support to see if it can hold this area as support, which is around $6, and then move up again. The first important thing is that it needs to get back above this resistance for us to become more bullish on ICP. For now, there's nothing particularly bullish. This is just a back test happening on the resistance, and right now the price has been rejected. On the daily time frame, you can see that the candle ICP has formed here isn't very impressive, but there are still 4 hours left for this candle to close, so maybe by the end of the day the situation will change. Looking at the moving averages, after that sharp drop of nearly 45%, ICP came down and tested the 200-day and 100-day moving averages. Personally, I was waiting for it to reach the 50-day moving average, but it didn't get there and stopped right here. In the current situation, if Bitcoin maintains its position, ICP will also hold its current state and could make another leg up above this resistance. However, it's going to be a tough task for it to get back above this resistance again, but on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the volume has been very high with a lot of green volume. In fact, the green volume on the 4-hour time frame is even higher than the previous 4-hour volumes when the price had surged by 250%, and that's a good signal. You can see here that it has encountered this resistance and is now being rejected by about 8%. The volume you see here is very faint, the red is smaller than the green, and all of this is itself a bullish sign, indicating that ICP may have reached its temporary bottom and could bounce back up, potentially breaking through this resistance it has formed here, around $6 to $6.50. If it moves back up to $6 to $6.50, ICP could turn bullish again. For now, the situation isn't very clear as to what will happen. The last important thing for ICP is to maintain the support level at $4.50. Personally, I think it can hold this level given Bitcoin's current condition. If Bitcoin loses the support level it has established, there's a chance that ICP could also lose this level here and head lower. But if Bitcoin can hold its ground, stabilize, or even make a retracement upwards, ICP could break this resistance and move higher, especially since the volume we've seen on the 4-hour time frame is quite good. We'll have to see what happens in the coming days. Let's also take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance, which is showing a strange situation. We've talked a lot about Bitcoin dominance after it touched this trend line 3 times and got rejected each time. Then you can see that after it was rejected, here in the short-term time frame, it formed a short-term resistance. The price went up, tested it, and got rejected again, and now it's dropping sharply. This is on the 4-hour time frame. If you look at the daily time frame, you can see it's going down nicely and gradually picking up momentum. If it can hold on to these levels, it has established and not bounced back above them, meaning this red level I've drawn here and this blue level, that's very good for altcoins and also for a coin like ICP, which has performed very well in the past few days. There's a chance that Bitcoin dominance could move in this direction and approach 54%, and ICP could also have a good upward move. We'll see in the next few days what happens with Bitcoin and ICP. The situation is very tough right now, and most coins in crypto have experienced a sharp drop. We'll have to see if a coin like ICP can perform better and be a leader in the market or not. That was today's video. Today we covered ICP and also took a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and don't forget, trading is never 100% certain and everything depends on probability. Until the next video, goodbye.